Hello, hello, hello. Hope you are doing well today. In this video, I want to talk about another thing that can cause us to lack confidence, that can hurt our confidence, that can diminish our confidence. And this concept has been pioneered by Dan Sullivan of Strategic Coach, and a brilliant, brilliant thinker. Has so many phenomenal ideas, so I encourage you to check that out as well. It's Strategic Coach. But he talked about confidence in this way, that something that can reduce our confidence is when we compare ourselves against where we're not. He used the analogy of like chasing the sun on the horizon. It doesn't matter how fast you go, you will never reach the horizon. You'll never reach that sun on the horizon. It will keep moving further and further away from you. And so if we measure our success, our value, our worth based on something that have not yet attained, it will constantly knock down our confidence. Probably the best way to think about this is like perfectionism, right? We all know rationally that perfectionism just does not exist in our world. Therefore, striving after it is only going to create more anxiety, worry, stress, because we'll never achieve perfectionism. I remember when I was in college, this sort of came to a head for me. I strive so hard to get perfect scores on grades, tests, writing papers, whatever. It just stressed me out. And I came to this point where I just couldn't handle it anymore. And in a particular class in grad school, I had to be okay with a C because that's all I could handle. I could not handle doing any more. And I gave up on perfectionism, chasing the horizon. And it felt so much better. My confidence actually grew because that C has not impacted my life one bit. So maybe you have that experience of perfectionism or measuring yourself against where you're not. And Dan Sullivan talks about, okay, the way to build your confidence is to measure your sort of confidence based on what you have already achieved. And that makes perfect sense. So I'm here right now, and what things have I already achieved in my life, looking back, that have gotten me to this point? And that's a really, really helpful way to measure your confidence, right? You can't compare yourself against what you don't have, what you're not. It doesn't exist. What you can do is look back on all your wonderful achievements, how you've shown up in the world, how you have grown to be the person you are today. And look at all the wonderful things that have occurred. And by looking at those things, sort of unpacking them, discovering what truths and values are in those things that point to how great you are, that point to your success as a human, that point to just the magic that makes you you, right? When we look back, we can unpack these achievements, these events, these experiences, and discover what was it in that, right, that is true to me, that I can hold on to, that will then build my confidence to push forward. Now, that doesn't mean you don't have goals. It doesn't mean you don't have like a vision of something that's pulling you forward. That's still very, very important. That's all future-oriented thinking. But you can't measure your success based on that, right? It doesn't exist. That hopefully is pulling you at an emotional level forward, inspiring you to keep achieving, to keep striving, right? Those future visions and goals. But you cannot measure your value and your worth based on those things because they don't exist. It will diminish your confidence. So look to the past at all the wonderful things you have accomplished, who you are in this world, right? The journey that you are here today. Wow, that's a success, right? That you are still breathing today. That's amazing. So that's a really good way to protect your confidence is look to the past, right, to see all the wonderful things, and dream into the future, right, to let that pull you forward. But don't ever compare yourself against where you're not. I should be here by now. I should be making this much money. My business should be in this place. That word "should" is going to get you every time and is going to knock down your confidence. So hopefully those are some helpful ideas. So much more stirring in, but I'm going to shut up now and hope you have a great day.